Hi everyone, it's your girl Shanice. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you are hitting the subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Make sure you like and share this video. So, as you can see, I'm going to be talking about why I was not worried about the 2024 US elections. In fact, I had done my voting early. If you saw my community post urging everyone to go vote, I did mine early, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I completely forgot about it. Not in the sense that I didn't know what's happening. However, I was at peace with the results, whatever they were going to be, because, this year I knew something different. I knew I had to see with God's perspective this year, and I knew I had to make a difference this year with the way I voted, with the things that I did, with the perspective that I had. And you'll see in another video I talked about this, but we all here in the US, we came together and we prayed concerning the elections for the United States. And, we did this prayer, and I felt so at peace afterwards because I realized that I had to pray the way the Lord Jesus taught us how to pray. He said that your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So if I just pray that the will of the Lord be done, regardless of who wins, I know that I'm good and that the Christians in the United States would be good, because I've seen Christians on both sides of the political divide. And to me, I will tell you up front, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican. I don't believe in aligning myself with political parties. I don't believe in aligning myself with really anybody but Jesus. My identity is in Jesus. I don't identify as blue, red. I don't understand the need to do that, because one thing I've seen is that it is just this agenda of division that happens. We are in the United States, and growing up, one thing I loved was when we said the Pledge of Allegiance. We are one nation under God, indivisible. But there are certain things about the United States and the way the political system is set up that people tend to use it for a point of division rather than a point of unity. That's why, regardless, I never share what I'm actually doing, who I'm actually voting for, because I don't think it matters. I think people ask those questions as a point of division, to find a reason to be divided, to find, someone on my side or someone on their side, and try to bring them over. It's this weird mentality. And I hope that if you're a Christian, you're not one of those Christians who's, because of the election, you're super disappointed. Or if you're on the other side, you're super happy to the point of like, this, icky arrogance almost. Because I feel like both of those emotions aren't coming from a place of love and aren't coming from a place of unity. And I think that, this election was just the start of something. We have to make sure that throughout, as the power changes, and this new president's coming into office, we have to make sure that it's a peaceful transition, one that's rooted in love and with the perspective that God's will be done. Because you have to think about it from the Bible perspective, right? You think about, even with the Israelites and how that King Saul came into power and he became somebody else. So you have to understand that it's not about who you want. That person can change their mind in office. We see a lot of the times politicians make promises and don't keep them. Why is that? Because they can change their minds, right? It's to the point where God said it grieved him that Saul, who he had helped, he had the prophet Samuel anoint, now was actively not obeying him. So you see that it is not about the person It is never about the person. It's that let God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And if you feel bad because of the elections, pray about it. Even if you're happy about what happened, pray about it. Pray and pray and pray. Because what did the Lord Jesus tell us? He said that we should pray so that we don't fall to deception. So, regardless of where you decide to go to, where your mind is, always keep in mind that we should keep praying. People are always, I feel like the reason a lot of Christians I see in the US, they scoff at prayer as though it's like not an effective tool. It's not a good thing to say, like, you're just gonna pray. Yes. Because if prayer is all you have, then you have all that you need. The Lord Jesus was not stupid to pray. He showed us an example. Why was he praying so much? It's because our prayers are effective. Our prayers do something. Our prayers work. And so I prayed this time around, and honestly, what I'm going to keep praying about is that the unity of the United States of America continues and continues to last. I hope that you all, wherever you voted for, whoever you voted for, wherever you fall in this political system that the United States has set up here, I hope that you understand what I'm saying. And I pray for you that your heart isn't disturbed regardless of the results of the election. And I truly hope that this country comes to a place where it's not about political parties because, frankly, I don't like either one of them. And I don't think that if you objectively look at either one of them, that you can say this one is the greatest one or whatever. I hope we come to a place where it's not about picking the lesser evil. I hope we come to a place where we can really, make impact on the issues that count rather than having to vote for the lesser of two evils. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. There's no point in asking who I voted for, but you know, I'll see you soon. And we're done with another election in the US. I'm just so glad that I have this knowledge that I have now and this understanding that I have now that I can be at peace no matter what happens and I can show love to people on both sides no matter what happens. So thank you so much. I love you. God bless you. Bye bye.